Okay, I just wanted to put a quick video together to show you how to use some of the Canvas features and also how to get started this week. The main items in Canvas are you have your class, and then the classes are going to have a set of sections on the side. One of the helpful ways to kind of see what you're going to have to do each week is going to go to the module section. You can see here we have a week 1 module, and each week there will be a new grouping based on the different items to take and to complete. Here you can see there are a couple of little quizzes to take, getting started document, week 1 homework, and then the quiz when you're done with the homework. We're going to go through the getting started doc and just go through some of the how-tos in case you missed some of this in class. The two main items for this week is to install Visual Studio Code and also Python. So to install these, you're going to click on these links. Here's the one for Visual Studio Code. If you have Windows, you'll use the Windows link. If you have a Mac, you'll use the Mac link. And once you download that, you'll run the download, install the application, and then you can open up Visual Studio Code on your computer, and it should look something like this. You have a welcome screen. The next section on the Getting Started doc talks about Python. So similarly, you'll go out to the Python downloads link. You'll click on this download Python button. You'll download it, run the download, and install Python. If you have any trouble with any of that, please let me know. But there's also a lot of material online. If you get stuck with how to install Visual Studio Code or Python, you can just do a quick Google and get that figured out. To check and see if you have Python set up on your computer, you'll go to your Start menu, and you can open up a command prompt by typing COMMAND, and that opens up one of these black windows where you should be able to type Python, hit enter, and it should open up something like this and show you the Python version that you have installed. Mine's probably a little bit older than yours is, which is fine. And if you see these three greater thans, then you know Python is installed and is waiting for a Python command. To close that down, you can just do hold down Control and press the Z as in zipper key, and that will exit you out of the Python interpreter. We'll do some more stuff in there though in the next coming weeks. So if you have Visual Studio Code and Python installed, one of the things you can do also in Visual Studio Code is come to this extensions link on the left-hand side, the little squares, and you can install the Python MicroPico, Raspberry Pi Pico, and CircuitPython v2 extensions. So what you'll do is you'll just type in Python here in the extensions list, and you'll find the one that says Python, and it's already installed for me, but you'll click on the install. So here's like a Python indent. You'll click on this install button here. I wouldn't worry about the Python indent one. So you'll install Python, which is an extension inside of Visual Studio Code. So don't confuse this Python with this one up here. This is the actual Python interpreter. This is just an extension of Visual Studio Code. So then you can also search for MicroPico and install that one. And then Raspberry Pi Pico. I'm just copying this and pasting it into the search field. And you can see here that there's a Raspberry Pi Pico one, and install that. And then CircuitPython v2 will also be helpful later on in the class, and you'll install that one. So if you want to go through and do that, that'd be fine, and will make life a little bit easier. Another way, if you're using Visual Studio Code, where you can use Python is, depending on your screen, you might see your terminal menu, or you might have to hit the three dots here. You go to terminal and then new terminal, and this opens up a new terminal section down here at the bottom, where you can then type Python, and again you should get those those three arrows. And this is kind of a terminal window inside of Visual Studio Code. So that's the main part on there. Once you've got that all installed and you've got Visual Studio Code and the add-ons done, go to this learnpython.org. This is the assignment for week 1. And if you scroll down here a little bit, you can see that there's a Hello World, learn the basics, and you can click on Hello World and scroll down a little bit. And now you can see some different things about Python. And there's it's a lot of great information about how Python uses indentation to do things like an if statement, which we'll cover in class some more. Print statements. The nice thing about this website though is you can pick one of these and you can press run and it'll execute that code and show it to you over here. You can then change this to whatever you want. Hello world, and you can press run and it'll now print out hello world. So the same thing as if you took this and went to Visual Studio Code or a command prompt, ran Python, and then typed that in, it does the same thing. But this is all inside of a web page where you get some more help. You don't have to have Python installed to be able to use this, but again, we'll be using Python on our computers. But this website is a great way to play around with the Python interpreter and test some things out. So the first exercise, again, if we come back to here and we go to our modules, we can see here we have week 1 homework. And this will go through and show you the different sections on that learnpython.org to go through. We'll be covering this in class, but then also there is a quiz this first week. So once you've gone through this material, go back to the module, and here's week 1 quiz, and you can go in and take that quiz. So I hope that's helpful. A little bit of information about Canvas. One more thing is sometimes you'll see assignments pop up, and that's assignments. There are announcements. The menu item doesn't show up here quite yet, but if I make an announcement or need to get a lot of information or get some information to the whole class, I'll use the announcements section. There is a discussion where you can post questions. You can also go to the chat menu here and you can see who's online. This is again just a test student, so I can show you how this works. But you can send messages and we can chat through there. Please be respectful, and that's the main sections through here. We'll cover some more of this in class, but I just wanted to have a video for everybody to look at. So hope that was helpful.